Good morning, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 2 on the MG Midget. Today's video is going to be the will it run video. We're still undecided whether we want to clean it. I was thinking of it, I just think it'll be a shame to wash it, but then it'd be really nice to wash it. So we will have made our minds up by the end of this video today. But over the weekend, on Sunday, Chris did come in here and he did whip the bonnet off, whip the plugs out and put some oil down the bores so that if it was stuck a little bit, it would give it half a chance to free up. So that is all out. That has been soaking all weekend. So we are just going to put it in time lapse, crack on, make sure that the engine's free, go through, do a load of little bits and pieces on it. I will cut in and out, let you know what we're doing. The rotor arm is missing. You can see the points in there, they're quite mucky. Obviously the cap has been left off for quite some time, so we are going to have to get in here. It's very, very fiddly. I'm not going to be able to get the camera in there, so we're going to have to get in there and clean everything up. But yeah, I will keep coming in and out and letting you know how we're getting on with it. So it's quite good news after letting it soak. If you watch just here on this pulley, when we're pushing it, it is turning over. And it actually, there's no grinding or anything like that, so it seems to be okay. You wouldn't have seen it on the time lapse, but there's what did you put in the barrels, Chris?
Diesel and oil.
Diesel and oil mixture in there, and you can probably see it all over that wing, and it's squirted across the workshop. So we've got a bit of mopping up there to do. See where it's all squirted there, and it's gone all up the side of the ramp and down behind the bike. So we'll do a bit of tidying up and we'll crack on with it. We have been cracking on there. I've removed the battery, we've put the jump pack on there. That should be plenty to get this little thing running. I've took the air filters off, lubricated everything up, just basically get everything moving again because it was all quite stuck. And then round to the driver's side, Chris has took the points off, took everything out of there, cleaned it all up. The rotor arm was missing, so we've stolen that off of the Viva for a minute. He's cleaned it all up, put it back together. We're now ready to stick the cap on. We have managed to find a key on the floor that he's turning the ignition on, and that's lit up, which is absolutely fantastic. Chris is now going to put the distributor cap back on, and we're going to check for a spark. Such a simple little car to work on, but it is obviously a very small engine bay, so you don't get heaps of room in there.
Right, let's cap on.
The cap's all now back together. Have we got a plug?
Yeah.
So we chuck a plug in one of the coil leads.
You turn ignition on.
I think I've left it on, to be honest. Yep, the ignition's on. Sorry, I thought I'd stay recording because sometimes I do it on time lapse, and I know quite a lot of you are very interested in the whole procedure. Obviously we can't.
You've got a lot to do at the moment.
We can't record everything, but I do like to record as much as I possibly can. Chris is doing a few tests here.
Hardly got any volts to that at all.
Hardly any volts to it. Maybe that the jump pack, I did say, I do think it is on its way out. So we've just actually stopped there and took them off and cleaned all the wires up because we wasn't getting any readings at all. Well, very, very low. So, and now we're getting 12.51, 12.52 volts.
That's
So
fine. Stick that on there. Oh, you want to film the spark plug?
yes, please, mate.
We should.
Fingers crossed.
The spark there.
Sparking, yeah. We've got a spark, so we'll crack on, stick all that back together, and then we are going to have to get underneath, find the fuel pump, and start looking into that. So the fuel pump wasn't working. We removed it, we've taken it over to the bench. Chris has taken it apart. As you can see, we've got the big battery there, a couple of wires. He took it all apart, and the contactors in here was actually really, really dirty, and they wasn't working at all. He's cleaned those up, we've put them back together, put it on the battery, and it all seems to be working and clicking. If I can hold both of these wires on here, I'll just give you a bit of a, I'm going to struggle to hold both of them and the camera, Chris, sorry mate. So I'll hold the earth and Chris is going to try and do both lives. That's now working absolutely fine. We're going to put that back together and then put that back on the car. So Chris is just bolting that fuel pump back together, and I thought I'd just give you a quick inspection underneath. It has got discs on the front. Quite a lot of you were shocked that it rolled so freely, and to be fair, we was very, very shocked as well. We didn't expect it, but the handbrake was left off, so that has kind of helped, I believe, but it really doesn't look that bad under it. I'm just going to grab the torch just in case my video doesn't come on. Thank you, mate. Cheers. I mean, there's quite a lot of surface rust on the areas, but I expected it to be quite rotten underneath here, and it does look reasonably good. It's had quite a few patches welded on it before. When you get further back, you can start seeing those. But all in all, it does look reasonably clean. I don't want to tilt back too far because the camera will spin round and it'll be at a funny angle, but I believe with a good wire brush and a reseal, it would probably look okay. Again, you have got some sealer flaking off here, but it doesn't look like it's gone all the way through. There's quite a bad leak on the rear diff there, and you can see now a bit better with the torch. The fuel pump is up the back there. But all in all, really doesn't look that bad considering it sat there all that time. Stainless steel exhaust, that's obviously saved that from rotting away. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Quite impressed with how well it has kept, but then it was in that dry barn. Quite a lot of you did reach out to me in the comment section on part 1 of the video and say, why on earth didn't the chap put a cover over it, Rob? You know, why has he let it get in that state? And the answer to that is, I really don't know. I don't know the answer. For one reason or another, he hasn't put a cover over it. So that's the fuel pump back in. We've now just put just a couple of litres of fresh petrol in the tank, because we are going to try and use this original tank, and we're just going to see what sort of state that is. We've given it a good swoosh around, shook the car around. Yeah, and we've got nothing. So don't think we've got enough in there yet.
Put a bit more in.
Sorry, I had to come off camera there just to put a little bit more in, but it's running out as clean as it come out of the can. So we're quite confident in using that fuel tank, Chris, yeah?
It's not leaking.
We're gonna use, it's not leaking, we're gonna use this fuel tank, the original fuel pump and fuel line. So we're gonna move round to the front now, disconnect the fuel line from the carbs and actually run the fuel pump and clear out the whole fuel system. We've run a new live from it because there's no live down at the fuel pump. That's run all the way along the bottom now. Obviously this is only temporary, but as soon as Chris put that on there, it's earthing from the body. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear that running fine. We're going to be doing a compression test on each cylinder in a moment. We're going to get the compression tester out and do that. I am going to pop it in time lapse just for another few minutes. I'm going to disconnect this fuel line. We're going to run the fuel pump, flush out the fuel line from the back of the car all the way down to these carburetors. While I'm doing this, Chris is going to get on with tidying that all up that side, and then we'll come back, do a compression test. We've possibly got to take these carburetors off. I think the likelihood of that is quite high, but we are going to try and run it without taking the carburetors off, just by flushing out the fuel lines. But we'll see how we get on and we'll come back. To wedge that Jag battery in there, and we're now going to do a compression test on each cylinder. That's quite good, right?
That's good, yeah.
I may have to keep cutting in and out here because it is quite a bit of a tricky angle to get this in each of the cylinders each time, but no, we've managed there, so we'll keep rolling on. And that one's really good as well. It's about the same. So far, so good. That one not so good. That one's not as good as well.
We take the rocker off.
We'll take the rocker off. It's obviously a stuck valve or something like that, so we'll take the rocker cover off and investigate. So I wasn't actually going to show this, but as you would have heard then, we've put fuel in the tank, we've connected the fuel pump back up, we've connected the original fuel line that goes to the carburetor. We run it for a couple of seconds. Go ahead, Chris. And as you can see, that's working absolutely perfect, and the fuel is very, very clean. So right up until the carburetors, we're absolutely fine on the fuel. Connected back up, all the plugs are back in. We don't know that petrol feed is going to go through the carbs still at the moment, so just until we do figure out whether they are going to work, Chris has dropped a little bit of fuel in each cylinder before he put the plugs back in, just to see if it does fire up. So we're going to connect the fuel pump up. Chris is going to press the button, and here we go. Battery's not enough, is it?
Or it's...
So although it seems like it's going really quick and the video's quite short normally, it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we've been on it since 9 o'clock this morning. And after just going through everything, sometimes it's got a spark, sometimes it hasn't. We've just keep you know, changing bits off of other cars. We've changed the coil because we believe that was a problem. It was still the same. I've just been to 4 different motor factors and 3 of them said, no, we need to order these in. But I went to an old motor factors I used to use and they actually had these in stock. New points, new condenser. So I was so lucky there. We're gonna get those fitted and see if that makes a difference. Right, so that's new points fitted. We've just checked for spark. We've got a spark again. With the fuel pumps running, that's up there. We believe that there's fuel getting into the carburetors, so we are just going to give it another crank again and keep trying. Yeah, it's been on. It ran and then it stopped once it built right up, so give it a go. Bit of acceleration or? Jump back as well, or just shove it on low? High. Yep. We'll stop that there for a minute. We're going to just check, see if it is getting fuel, and then come back and give that another crank. But don't worry, I will not be cranking this without recording it. So we had 180 degrees out on the timing, and the leads, obviously the front ones are longer than the rear ones, but Chris has took the cap off. We've had a look and we've actually moved the leads around now. We did crank it over a couple of times, you would have saw there on that time lapse, and we have opened these up, just put these sticks in here to give it a bit of air, and we're going to crank it again. We might have to put the jump back on.
Try and see. You might have to go on start.
Bit more juice. I'm just going to check we're recording. You know what I'm like for forgetting to push the button. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Sounds really, really good as well. Obviously we haven't got them air filters on there. We're going to need to put them back on, but give that a little rev, Chris. 29 years, guys, 29 years. We're going to get those air boxes. We're going to get those air boxes on and I'll come straight back. Not a bad effort for 29 years, guys. Absolutely incredible. And we managed to fix it before it got dark today, which was really nice. Absolutely incredible. So that's been an absolutely brilliant day, guys, and we did get that little car running. It always puts a massive smile on both of our faces, and we really did just have some fun going up and down the yard in it. We put a new set of plugs in it, it solved the misfire, and it was absolutely fantastic. But as you can see, we are filthy through to the core today after doing that car, because it is rotten. The next video is going to be giving it a clean. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and if you do enjoy it, please do give us a thumbs up, show your appreciation. It really helps us out. Check out the merchandise, guys. The link is in the description. Follow us for some little sneak peeks throughout the day on Instagram at Salvage Rebuilds. Like, subscribe and share. And a shout out to Richard in Trafani. We know this is your cup of tea, Richard. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you soon in the next one.